You could take the 5 worst presidents in American history and put them together, and they would not have done the damage Joe Biden has done to our country in less than 2 short years. The contrast between the Trump administration's amazing success, and we had amazing success, and Joe Biden's breathtaking failure could not be more stark.
Are we safer under the Biden administration than we were with Donald Trump at the helm? The way these right-wingers are out here talking, you'd think that old Donnie was Captain America. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I'm your host, Adrienne Lawrence. It's utterly astounding how many members of the GOP seem to trust former President Donald Trump with classified intel despite his known history. Let's take a look at it. Per the New York Times, concern about Mr. Trump's cavalier handling of classified information dates back to the early days of his administration. When Mr. Trump left office, President Biden quickly took the extraordinary step of barring him from receiving the intelligence briefings traditionally provided to former presidents, saying that Mr. Trump could not be trusted because of his erratic behavior. This conclusion is likely why classified documents weren't necessarily hard to access under the Trump administration. Here's Olivia Troy, former aide to Vice President Mike Pence.
I'll tell you, I found classified information in the ladies' room of the White House one time in the Eisenhower Executive Office building, and I immediately walked it right up to security and said, I just found this in the bathroom. I covered it up. I put it in a folder. It wasn't marked properly. The folder wasn't, because I was not expecting to walk in the ladies' room and find a document like that.
Nothing like finding national security intel right next to the tampons, right? Yeah, speaking of a bloody mess, Newsmax's Eric Bolling got all orange in the face during an embarrassing exchange with Trump's former national security advisor, John Bolton, who also happens to think we are far safer under Biden than Trump.
World could you think that we're safer now than we were under President Trump when he was willing to put missiles into Syrian air bases with Russians on the base? What's going on here, sir?
He didn't understand, because he didn't understand fundamentally much of anything about international affairs. His decisions were not based on a coherent philosophy or a coherent policy.
But we were safer.
They were erratic.
Safer. He kept world
under
leaders,
Donald Trump.
He kept world leaders.
He
on
signed
their,
a deal with
heels,
the Taliban.
Sir. He kept them on their back feet. They didn't know where he was coming from, and that made us safer. I mean, can you? He had President
and he cut a deal with the Taliban to withdraw from Afghanistan. Did that make us safer, Eric?
When he bombed, no, you know what made us less safe?
From Afghanistan make us safer, right?
You know what made us less safe is when Biden pulled us out of Afghanistan. 13 Americans died, and now
that was Trump's deal.
And now the Taliban tells us, back off, don't kill Al Qaeda.
That's right.
Are you out of your mind, sir?
Same thing they would have done under Donald Trump. No.
Yeah, let me think about this. Who am I really more likely to believe on their assessment of national security? Some bloated host of a far-right media outlet that pushes pro-Trump propaganda, or a foreign policy hawk who's been running the national security game for longer than I've been alive? Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with Bolton on this, but that's just me. And also, you know, it seems that last week there was something we missed with all the other news coming up. Yeah. Based on Bolton's laugh during the segment, he was definitely embarrassed for bowling, I should say, and also because there was a bounty on his head and it was at such a low price. Yeah, I'll admit amidst the melee that it seemed that DOJ announced that there was an assassination attempt on Bolton to the tune of about $300,000 and with a bounty on the head for Mike Pompeo for a cool $1 million. That's kind of wild, these things that are going on now for all the people who are standing up to Trump. Do you think that the GOP will actually get it together and maybe realize that they need to stop this now? I don't know, but it seems that Bolton is at least out here speaking some truth. You let me know in the comments below, hit that like and follow button, and thanks for watching.